It's the weekend.
Finally, Colt Sports has come back to the people.
Yes, it has. Welcome back, y'all. The regular season is over. It's in the books, and the playoffs are finally here.
They're here. It's a brand new year. Oh, it's true. It's dang true. Welcome back. You're watching the most electrifying sports talk show in the world. We're the Coltso Brothers. I'm Nikolai.
And I'm Dennis.
And guess what? Today, if you haven't subscribed yet, you get that opportunity. You can subscribe right now. It's like there's like a button right there that says subscribe and help our growing channel. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining every single week. With that being said, Happy New Year's. New Year's, new you, right, Dennis?
That's right. That's right.
Well, not exactly.
Well, I mean, unless your habits aren't in check.
Yeah, you got to change your habits, right? So this year we want to remind you to think about the habits, things you've been doing every single day for the last year. Maybe 2020 got you in a rut. 2020 was it was a hard year for everyone, but thank God it is in the past now, and we can reflect on things that maybe held us back. Let's eliminate a few of those this year, change our habits, and we will have a better future.
Let's go. Time for some football, baby.
Oh yeah, playoff football.
Playoff football. The two
yeah.
teams that my brother and I predicted last week, Green Bay and New Orleans, both. Actually,
well, we were wrong.
we were wrong.
We were dead wrong. To be quite honest, we thought it'd be more entertaining to say that the Seahawks would be the 1 seed and Green Bay would lose and New Orleans would lose. But let's be honest, we all knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I had no clue, actually.
Come on, tell them the truth. You knew that wasn't going to happen. New Orleans and Green Bay both took care of business, which makes Green Bay the 1 seed, as you can see right here. The Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs have a bye this week. So here is one of the most exciting playoff wild card weekends we've ever had. Can you tell them why? Not 4.
Yeah, there's 6 games, but a lot of the number 7, 6, 5 seeds, there wasn't a 7th seed before. This is the first year there's a 7th seed, but a lot of these teams that are in the wild card have a potential to go all the way. They're really good.
Yep, so we have the Steelers, who are also a 12-win team.
Yeah.
So that makes 6 teams.
That's
okay,
crazy.
4 teams this weekend, wild card weekend, they're going to play that have 12 wins.
Wow.
Seattle, New Orleans, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh. And don't forget, we got a really hungry Baltimore Ravens team led by Lamar Jackson that have been playing lights out the last 4 games. So, okay, here we go. Let's start off with the predictions, eh?
Yeah.
All right, so the playoffs start this weekend, beginning 10 a.m. on Saturday. It goes all the way till 5 o'clock on Sunday night. Woo! It's going to be fun. Let's start off, Dennis, with the 10 a.m. game. It's going to be the Buffalo Bills hosting the Indianapolis Colts. It's going to be really chilly in Buffalo. The weather said, the forecast, they say it's going to be in the 20s, maybe teens, in terms of how cold it's going to be. Do you think that Phillip Rivers, coming from San Diego, do you think he can lead the Colts in upset here? It's a big upset. The Bills have been playing amazing the last 5 weeks, blowing out everybody.
You know, that's true. I don't think that the Colts have enough. I think they have a very good balanced team. They got a good quarterback, but I don't think Phillip Rivers is great. He's never really showed up in the playoffs when it really mattered. He's unmobile, so if there's any sort of pass rush that's really good and kind of corners him in and centers him into the pocket, he tends to be clutch at times, but you need a new quarterback like a Josh Allen to roll out and make those extra plays and to extend the play like a Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, any of those guys. So I think it's going to be very tough for the Indianapolis Colts to win, especially because they're a dome team as well. So the victory goes to the Buffalo Bills. I believe that they're going to win I believe they're going to have a pretty big margin. So Convincingly, yeah.
That's the word you're looking for.
Yeah. How about you?
I think that the Colts, see, you know, I love Phillip Rivers, but he kind of reminds me of Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah.
He's a good game manager, really good. He's got, sometimes when he brings his A game, he'll make the most amazing throws.
Yeah.
I just think there's just too much talent on this Bills team. They're so good on defensively.
Yeah.
And Diggs is a difference maker. I just think they're so good. I don't think they're a match for the Colts. I don't think the Colts proved anything to me this year. Like the Bills should be, they're the 2 seed, right?
Yeah.
The Bills should be having a bye this week, so I expect them to really roll through them.
All right, so on to the Rams and the Seahawks, and this game is very, very interesting because it's a division game. The Rams just played the Seahawks, and they got beat by the Seahawks a few weeks ago, and they won't be having their quarterback. Jared Goff probably won't be playing. And what's the new guy's name?
John Wolford.
John Wolford.
John Wolford. He's actually like a young Drew Brees with legs. It's kind of cool to see some of his highlights. And nobody really knows who this guy is. From Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Comes out of nowhere, and I have a feeling that they're gonna roll with him. I don't think the Rams are gonna put Goff in there with a sore thumb. Yeah. He's probably gonna be sucking his thumb. I think they're going with Wolford. So, does this have an upset special kind of feel?
I don't think so. Seattle's clicking on all cylinders on defense, and if once their offense picks up, which could happen any game, it could be this one or it could be any game. You know how Russell Wilson is in the playoffs. He's really clutch. He's really good. The Seattle Seahawks, you said, haven't lost a wild card game. So
they haven't lost a wild card game at home.
Yeah, I'm picking the Seahawks to win this
years.
game. Yeah. I think the Seahawks are going to win this game 70% of the time. So 7 out of 10 times, I'll take the Seahawks, and I'll take them this game. I'll take Seattle to win.
7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Here's my prediction. Seattle is going to completely dominate this game from the start. They're going to run the ball. I think that the defense of the Rams is gonna make it a physical game. But I think Seattle is going to have a couple big gap plays, game-altering plays, meaning.
Wow.
I think there's going to be 1 or 2 or 3 big plays to DK Metcalf or a Lockett or more, or even Carson's going to have a big game. And it's going to separate this game.
Yeah.
I expect a hard-fought game, but Wolford's going to throw a couple interceptions.
Yeah. Both of these teams have experience in the playoffs too, so, it should be a good game.
Give me Seattle 30-20. All right, on to the evening game on Saturday. Now, this one is going to be entertaining, I think. It's going to be the Tampa Bay Bucks going to Washington, and they're playing a really hungry Washington team that doesn't deserve to be in the playoffs if you think about the record. Their defensive line, Dennis, is great. What do you think about this game?
I think that their D-line is great. I think that they have a pretty good quarterback. He's a game manager, and he's
Alex Smith. Yeah,
Alex Smith. He's been in the league. He's a veteran. He's been in the league for a long time. He has potential to win. The Washington Redskins are a really good football team with him. They actually win games. They might be close, but they don't lose. They don't turn the ball over. He's coming off of a historic leg injury, and now it's time for him to shine. And who better to do it against than Tom Brady? And Chase Young also wants a piece of Tom Brady on the D-line of Washington. And I'm telling you what, if that D-line in Washington plays well, it's going to be a long day for the Bucks. And I don't know if they're going to win this game because they're not playing at home.
Well,
but I am picking the Bucks to win between 3 to 7 points. I'm picking Tom Brady to go. Can't go against him until he proves otherwise. So that's just my prediction.
I want you to imagine Tom Brady with Giselle and his family. Christmas time, they're around the Christmas tree, and I want you to imagine Tom Brady opening up a package. It's a Washington football team helmet, and that's going to be his first playoff matchup. I think that's a gift to Tom. I really think it's going to be an easy game. I think they're going to blow him out. It has the potential to be close if the D-line shows up for Washington, but other than the D-line, I really don't see Washington having much of a chance.
That's a really, really valid point. That's good. And then on to the Sunday games. All right, y'all. So for the Sunday games, we got the Ravens in the morning game. Ravens versus the Titans.
Get your coffee.
Not popcorn because it's the morning. So get your pancakes.
Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs. So I'm going to tell y'all something right now. The Ravens are pissed off because of last year and how they lost. They lost to the Titans at home. And guess what? Now they're playing the Titans in their house. And it's going to be a very tough game to win, but really there's no home field advantage this year. Much. There will be probably around, 13,000 or something fans maybe. There's not going to be anything, but you know what? Listen, I think that the Ravens are going to win this game. I think Lamar Jackson is very hard to stop. He's on fire, and I think that he's kind of got that monkey off of his back this year, and he won a big game against the Browns. So, hey, I think that he's ready, and I think he's going to take him down. I think it's going to be a good 3 to 6 point margin of victory.
I disagree with you. Absolutely disagree with you.
What?
Yeah, absolutely disagree. I don't even think this is gonna be a game. Remember that Lamar Jackson needs a big showing to prove that he knows what people have been saying about him. He's not clutch. He can't win big games. He can't win the big moments. Remember, this Titan team, they completely caught him off guard last year. Went into Baltimore and beat them.
Wow.
And Baltimore was supposed to go to the Super Bowl last year. That's what everyone thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
They remember that. They're going to come in here and they're going to take Derrick Henry, yes, and the Titans to church. They're going to take him to church this Sunday morning.
Wow.
And I expect a butt whooping. I expect the Ravens to come out playing passionate. I expect this to be more of like a 35-14 game.
Wow.
It's not going to be close.
Wow.
All right, so we have the Saints versus the Bears. I don't think that this is going to be much of a contest, Dennis.
Yeah.
The Saints, they just are such a complete team, and if you make a mistake on offense and you throw them the ball, they're not going to drop the ball. They're opportunistic. Their defensive backs are fast. They're very well coached, and they play well together. I just expect the Bears to come into a dome, into the Saints, who I think are motivated to win this game since they lost their wild card round last year. Remember, these teams remember how they lost last year. I don't even expect this to be a game. I think the Saints are going to come out there with purpose and they're going to run the ball. They're going to absolutely obliterate this Bears team, and I don't think it's going to be close.
Well, I agree with you. I think that the Saints are very hungry. They've been through a lot of adversity the last few years. Drew Brees is getting towards the end of his career. They got a great head coach. Alvin Kamara's coming back. I mean, if this game was on a Saturday, he wouldn't be coming back. But he's coming back, and the Saints have a very well-balanced team. I believe that they're better in almost every position group. Maybe not the D-line, but I think overall their D-line is better. If there was a Madden rating on the team, the Bears would be like an 82, and the Saints would be like a 93. So I'm taking the Saints to win this game 9 out of 10 times. I'm going to take them to win by more than 10 points. I want to say it's going to be 31-20.
I don't even think it's going to be that close. It's going to be like 37-13. Like I'm going to
change my opinion.
Don't change your opinion. That's your opinion. It's yours.
31-13 because I don't believe in
Trubisky.
I don't believe in him. On to the Steelers and the Browns, and this is a very
last but not least,
a night game, Sunday night game, and this is the thing. The Browns, this is the first time they're in the playoffs, Nick, in forever. I don't even know the last time they were in the playoffs. Maybe I wasn't alive the last time they were in the playoffs. But they got a great balanced team. They got a really good rookie head coach. But they're playing against a very experienced Steelers team with an experienced Super Bowl winning quarterback. And you got Mike Tomlin, one of the best coaches in the league. But I honestly think that the Steelers don't have much of an offense. So I don't know how they're going to be able to keep up with the Browns in their running game, because they got Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb running the ball for them. And Nick Chubb just made this incredible run last week, this 57-yard run, I believe, or 47-yard run, and it was amazing. And they're just showing that, hey, they want this playoffs. They want these playoffs, and I believe that they're going to win. I believe the Browns are going to win 24-21 on a last-minute field goal at the Steelers. And I believe that Baker Mayfield, all he has to do is just manage the game and not turn the ball over. And he's been playing really well. And he played big games in college, so I trust Baker, even though it's his first playoff game.
I absolutely disagree. I don't trust Baker Mayfield at all. In fact, I believe that...
What?
I actually believe that the Steelers are going to kick their arse, because guess what? The Steelers, remember, they started the year up 10-0, and their defense was playing incredible. We think that the Steelers aren't good because, they've lost. They ended the year terribly. But, and this is a big but, because the Steelers are at home. Like you said, they're well coached, and they have a quarterback who's won a Super Bowl. I expect them to beat the Browns. Honestly, I expect like 3 interceptions too. The Steelers are going to play with purpose. They know everybody's forgotten about them. They know that everyone thinks they're trash and that they're overrated. So here we go.
I hope. If they can stop the running game, they got a good chance.
I don't think it's going to be close. Sorry. I think this game is going to be 31-13.
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll see.
I don't think so. I think he's tripping.
I
think you're tripping, bro. Hardcore tripping.
Okay.
That's a lot of points.
We'll find out next week on Colt Sports. It's a new year. It's a wild card playoff. This is where the stars are born. And that's the bottom line, because Colt Sports said so.
It's the weekend,